Are you giving me kisses?
Lonely sunshine.
I wasn't supposed to have a pet in my dorm. Rules were rules, no animals, no exceptions. But rules don't mean much when you're staring into a pair of frightened golden eyes begging you for a chance at life.
You know you want to take it.
He was tiny, shivering in a cardboard box behind the store. His fur was sticky, his belly empty, and he looked so lost. I told myself I'd just bring him somewhere safe, but when I wrapped him in my sweatshirt and felt his little heartbeat against my chest, I knew I wasn't letting him go.
Such a funny cat.
That night, I snuck him into my dorm room. I named him Bailey. For a week, I hid him under my bed. We shared my blanket, my meals, my heartbeat. He'd fall asleep on my chest, his little purrs drowning out the noise of college life exams, loneliness, homesickness. Bailey didn't know it, but he was already saving me. Of course, secrets don't last forever. One morning, I came back from class to find my resident advisor holding Bailey in her arms. The school gave me 48 hours to get rid of him. My parents said, "You can't keep him. We already have 2 cats and a dog." That night, I cried harder than I ever had before. I was just a broke kid with big dreams and an even bigger heart, and I couldn't understand how to say goodbye to something that had given me so much comfort in such a short time.
Are you giving me kisses? I'm getting kisses right now. Purring away.
I promised Bailey I'd find him a good home, and somehow I found an elderly woman who lived in my old neighborhood willing to take him in. I drove him there, crying the whole way. Halfway back to college, I had to pull over because my tears blurred everything.
You want attention?
He had pressed his paw against the carrier door, looking at me like he was saying, "Don't forget me." And I didn't. A month later, I went home for break. I told my mom, "The old lady couldn't keep Bailey. He's in my room for now." She sighed, rolled her eyes, but I had a plan. I wasn't giving up without a fight. I was going to make them love him too. It worked. It took a few days of Bailey curling up beside my dad on the couch, purring on my mom's lap, and following everyone around the house like a little shadow. But soon, he wasn't my cat anymore. He was our cat. "13 years later, Bailey is still here, older, softer, and even more special than I could have imagined.
Oh, it's so sweet. Are you giving me kisses? Are you giving me kisses? I'm getting kisses right now.
When my first daughter was born, I was nervous. Would Bailey be jealous? Scared? He wasn't. He walked right up to her bassinet, sniffed her tiny fingers, and gently laid his head beside her. From that day forward, he was her guardian.
Is your kitty late?
I remember nights when the baby would cry and I'd wake up to see Bailey already standing next to her crib, looking at me as if to say, "She needs you, Mom." He'd curl up next to her during naps,
Aww,
his
is that
purrs
your
lulling
kitty?
her to sleep. Every photo I have from those years, she's there, and so is Bailey. Then came our second daughter. Double the giggles, double the chaos, and Bailey loved every bit of it. The girls dressed him in princess dresses, baby hats, tiaras. They fed him pretend meals from their toy kitchen. read him bedtime stories, even pushed him in their doll stroller.
Did you run away?
Any normal cat would have bolted for freedom, but Bailey stayed. Always patient, always gentle, always watching over his girls.
You just missed me. You just missed me.
Every morning, I hear the same joyful fight. Mom, it's my turn to feed Bailey. He follows them everywhere, into the bathtub, the blanket fort, the backyard. When they nap, he's right there beside them. When they wake, he's waiting at the door. Sometimes, when I see them all snuggled up together, I realize that Bailey has become more than a pet. He's family. He's a memory stitched into every stage of our lives.
Mama? Yeah?
Yeah?
Now Bailey's a senior. His fur has silver strands, his steps slower, he sleeps longer, hers softer. But when my daughters call his name, he still lifts his head, eyes full of love, tail gently tapping like he's saying, "I'm still here."
Yeah? Is it good?
But there's water inside.
Water with the hot cocoa?
Yeah.
Yeah?
There's not really hot cocoa.
Claire?
And I can't help but think back to that scared little kitten in the cardboard box. He was never meant to stay with me, but fate had other plans.
You're such a funny cat.
Because looking at him now, I realize something I didn't understand back then. I thought I rescued him, but maybe he rescued me. Bailey taught me patience when I was young, compassion when I was lost, and love when I didn't know I needed it. He gave my daughters the kind of childhood every parent dreams of, one filled with laughter, tenderness, and the unconditional love of a best friend with
Are you
paws.
giving me kisses? I'm getting kisses right now.
Sometimes love doesn't come in the way you expect. Sometimes it comes in the form of a tiny kitten you weren't allowed to have and stays in your heart forever.
This is me sleeping on Bailey. Go boy.
If Bailey's story touched you, please give it a like, share it with someone who loves animals, and tell us your own story in the comments, because sometimes the smallest rescue can lead to the greatest love of all.
Hugs. Yes. Are you giving me hugs? Do you want attention?